Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Critical Reactions with your host, Bryan. We're going to continue this week's theme of my choice with another band that interested me based on their name, which is the number 12 Looks Like You, which is, I'm pretty sure, the name of a Twilight Zone episode, which is what drew me to these guys. This band was requested by Cub Turbo. Did not request a specific song though, so I picked the latest one, which was released on their YouTube channel about a year ago, 2019 August. So yeah, let's get into this. I have no idea what I'm getting into. There's no description. There's only the one request, and my only point of reference is a Twilight Zone episode. So I don't know. This song is called Raised and Erased. Very rough around the edges. Heavy syncopation, some interesting gravity stuff on the cymbals. Alright. It's a weird mix of left brain and right brain composition techniques. I love this kind of like smooth jazz feel going on with the clean electric guitar. That cymbal work in the back is just clean. Such a difference from that first section. No transition, just back into the distortion. Just real heavy, just dragging. Really interesting mix. Oh, that was a weird shift. I don't know if that was time or tempo, or maybe both. Just this like little hiccup. Interesting synth. Yeah, this has everything in it. Real right brain stuff going on here. Lots of counting. Odd syncopation. now we're back to the opening riff. I don't know if the rest of the band is on the opening riff though, but the guitar is. I'm not sure if we're revisiting this section or if we're doing a bit of a theme here. Yeah, that was wild. I don't really know what to say about it because I mean, it was just everything. I mean, we had some like real proggy, right brain, like math style composition in there. We had some really smooth legato, jazzy stuff. We had harsh vocals on like every spectrum. We had these crazy fries. We had like medium range fries, high range fries. We had these low growls, almost like a guttural thing. Um, Really nice, clean, harmonized cleans. Um, it was just these guys can do everything, and the way that they just kind of move between these different genres, sections of music, it reminds me a lot of what was that band with the saloon part in it? Between the Buried and Me. Yeah, where it doesn't necessarily have smooth transitions. It's not a song that's kind of designed to be. It's going to be kind of a weird analogy, but like a carnival ride or an amusement park ride where it gently takes you to each area of the ride. Like if you take a roller coaster, for instance, you're not just thrown directly into a loop de loop, you are kind of eased into it. Um, so that idea of easing, a transition from one section to another section, it's just not present here. They It's almost like they're tired of playing clean, so they're playing heavy, and they're tired of playing this like sludgy, slow heavy, so let's go into something more proggy where we're counting 9 beats between strums. So it's just craziness. But there is definitely a legend to the craziness. There's a key. There's a pattern to the chaos. None of it really seems out of place. It all kind of fits into its own area and abides by a larger set of rules to keep everything kind of cohesive. All the different parts are definitely very different, but none of them are so far outside of a specific style. Like, the band has a ton of synergy going on, whether it's the legato parts having some harmonies among multiple instruments or harmonies within multiple singers. I don't know if there's multiple singers, but a singer and a backing track at least. And then when you get to the more chaotic parts, there's synergy in the band with what notes are accented, with what beats are played on. And if it wasn't for the drum kind of laying down a foundation, at one point he's doing blast beats, not blast beats, really quick cymbal hits, really lightly. I'd almost say it's like a closed hi hat or something, or maybe a choked cymbal. But he's playing it real fast, maybe laying down eighths or sixteenths, something like that, just to give almost be a metronome, a really quiet metronome for the band, so that they know when to do their stings. And another part, he's doing double bass kicks for the same reason, to kind of be a metronome, to give everybody like a sense of center, a sense of gravity to count around, to make sure that they all come in at the same time. And it would actually interest me to know if these guys use a click in their ear when they play, because they actually do a lot of things in the music where a click wouldn't be necessary. Everybody would just listen to the drummer um, in the parts where that's necessary. So maybe the drummer has a click just to keep in time with the metronome. But like I said, there's a lot of cohesion going on, and there's a lot of stuff in the composition that helps inform the rest of the players. What the time is, what the beat is, basically give everybody a metronome. And the drummer kind of fills that role for a lot of it. But like I said, it doesn't really matter what part of the song we're in. There's this cohesion in the band. Everybody's doing the same thing at the same time, even though all the different things they're doing are wildly different from each other. We got the legato jazz and like the mathy right brain proggy stuff, and then the slow uh, like that real sludge section where like everybody was playing these notes and they would just hold out these long whole notes for like 2 bars, like a tied whole note, two tied whole notes. But everybody was always doing the same thing, and I think that kind of ties the whole, at least this whole song together. I'm not sure if this is typical for them or not, but at least for this song, there is an overarching theme of band cohesion where everybody's playing the same thing on the same page. So yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. It's definitely difficult to wrap my brain around. It's very unique and off kilter, but I love it. So I am interested to see what else they have done. There are definitely there's definitely geez, I need to learn how to talk. There's a roughness to it. The screams are kind of narrow, kind of tinny. They don't have like the width of the mainstream fry that you can kind of hear in a lot of popular bands. The mix is really weird. Sometimes instruments that I have no idea why they are getting the spotlight or getting the spotlight. Like they're not carrying the melody at all. They're more of a background piece and they're louder than other things. Um, Sometimes the vocals are prominent and they're right in the front of everybody, and sometimes they're hidden in the mix and you can barely even hear them, even though they're screaming at that point. So, um, I think it's a calculated roughness, though. I think it's part of their allure. I can't imagine that a band that's still putting out music today would have a mix that's so far off from contemporary ideas of how to mix music. It's not like the textbook isn't out there. You can go and figure out how to mix, even if they're mixing it themselves, which also, I mean, I suppose it's possible, but I would also kind of think that they would have an audio engineer who would know how to do this as well. So something tells me it's a very calculated idea to play the way they do and to mix the way they do. But from a first time listener, it's very rough. It sounds like an amateur first time. We just put our first EP out. We had to do it in our garage, and this none of us are audio engineers. We're all musicians. This is our first track, and that's kind of what I'm getting out of it. But the music video has high production value, and the song is, I mean, it's a complex song, and I can't imagine that they would compose something of this level and then not audio engineer it at that same sort of precision. I don't know. You guys, this is where you guys come in and let me know. I only had the one request for this, but hopefully more people are have heard of them, are knowledgeable about them, kind of know their history, and can let me know what's up on that. Because, like I said, the mix is weird, but I can't believe, I don't know. It's just weird for me to think that it was an accident. Like it was just a part of them being an amateur band or something. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you've never heard of them. What'd you think of it? It's definitely an odd song, but we've listened to a lot of odd songs on here, and they have lots of fans. So I'm sure some people are going to enjoy this that have never heard it. If you don't enjoy it, let me know down in the comments. Maybe we can spark up a conversation with some people, and we can find out some common threads about what we didn't like about it, and maybe I don't know. You can just talk about things, man. With the quarantine and lockdown and all that stuff, sometimes you just need to talk to people on the internet in a nice, calm way, and just have fun talking about music. So if that's what you need, go ahead and start up a conversation down here under the video. While you're down there, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And I've got one more video this week for Bryan's choice. And next week, we got a pretty cool theme going on. So hope to see all you guys around then as well. Until the next video comes out, y'all have a great day and stay safe out there.